It's now time for a coffee break. We're starting with how far people are going to stick to their budgets.
Yeah, for lots of people, shopping is no longer a one-stop shop. New data from Numerator reveals consumers are dividing their food shopping among more stores to save money. One shopper told the Wall Street Journal keeping food costs under $250 a week for her family requires trips to 4 different supermarkets.
Oh, that sounds like such a headache.
Yeah, people are also increasingly relying on promotions and visiting discount grocers to get the best bang for their buck. The cost of groceries has gone up 21% in the last 3 years. I do go to maybe not 4, but I would say 2 or 3. Like there's things I like from Trader Joe's, there's things I want from Ralph's, there's things I want from Amazon Fresh.
But on every shopping trip, or do you just kind of like
No.
stagger them?
I would say
like
over the
one
week.
you do one week you do another.
No, I would say, well, my mom also helps me if she's watching. She's gonna be
Thanks,
like,
Mom.
you don't do it
Thanks,
all. She does help me, and she'll like go to Amazon Fresh. Yesterday I went to Ralph's.
Well, see, like I'll do that if I'm in the right neighborhood or at the right time. Like, oh, here's Trader Joe's, I'll pop in and I'll get what I need. But I'm not, I feel like mapping out and going to the 4 stores to try, that's just sounds
Like, are you
so
really
exhausting.
saving that much money when you take
I
into
know.
account the gas
Yeah.
and the time?
Yeah.
And what's up
No?
with shrinkflation? Why is this
I
like,
know.
like
Boy.
what used to be enough of a side dish for like 5 people is now like enough for 3. It's like just
know.
charge
Well,
me
your
more,
boys
but
are
keep
also
the bag the
growing.
same.
Yeah.
Are they eating more?
But you know what I just noticed it in? Remember those world's finest chocolate sales that kids do?
Yeah.
And we've been doing them since my son started in 2015. I'm like, it's still $1, but I swear that bar is now half the size it used to be. So it's even made its way into school fundraising.
Well, it's better for us probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
We'll see.
That's what I'm going with.
I don't think the 4 of us agree with this story, but
No.
people are snoozing their alarms like they're teenagers, especially young adults. New data from the American Time Use Survey found people.
Is that a thing?
Lots of, I guess it is.
There's a survey for everything.
People are sleeping in longer. Huh? Last few years, the average adult has gained 10 minutes of sleep per day. The biggest groups hitting snooze are young adults from 25 to 34, men of all ages, myself excluded, and people without children.
Ah,
See?
well, that makes sense.
Researchers say remote work plays a big factor in letting more people sleep in, since 1/3 of workers are now doing their jobs at home. So apparently we're sleeping more.
Yeah, well,
That's
imagine the
interesting.
commute
Makes sense.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
cut that commute time.
I used to have a conference call at 6 a.m. And, you know, pre-pandemic, you typically try to get into the office to do it. So you'd have the commute in, whatever, or maybe you'd go for a
Now you
run.
do
if
it
you
from bed.
Well, then you do it. Yeah, it's like you just do it from. What'd they say?
Mute it.
I definitely
Remember
just
the
wake
mute
up
button.
and you clear your throat like, oh, hi, I've been up for
yes.
hours.
I definitely got more sleep than I've ever gotten, I think, since I became a mom during the pandemic, because I didn't have to rush the kids out to school.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was working from home and everything kind of started later. Like their school started at 9 instead of 8. And
No traffic.
yeah, no traffic. And even if I did go in, I would at least start from home. It was really nice. And now when my alarm goes off at 5 a.m.,
Are
I'm
you
like,
snoozing?
oh, remember those days when I could get out of bed at 8? No,
Those
I
are
don't
the
snooze
days.
because I don't want to wake the whole house that
yeah,
early.
that's true.
So I
Yeah.
just get right up.
It's very nice of you, Christine.
How considerate.
The first sports bar dedicated to highlighting women's sports has plans to expand nationwide. Jenny Nguyen opened up the Sports Bra in Portland 2 years ago. The location's been a hit, especially as women's sports are growing in popularity. And the owner just announced plans to launch a franchise model this week. The expansion became possible after the bar got funding from Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, who's also Serena Williams' husband. The bar's founder told the AP she hopes to open the next location in Cincinnati. And I think this is a genius idea because I think women can get so intimidated going to a regular sports bar, maybe not fully understanding what's going on, that you could go in here.
It can get kind of rowdy.
It can
too.
get rowdy, so this is your place that you can go. I've often said that I wish that for business travelers, for women, that there was a separate like wing of a hotel where I could go to the gym and not have some dude be like, hey, you should be bench pressing 20 pounds, and have like good lighting to do my makeup. Like, I think the more things they can cater to women, they'd find that people will go.
Yeah,
Women's
I agree.
gyms, a lot of women just want to work out with other women, and I get that. I mean, I've done some live shots in sports bars, and let me tell you,
Yeah,
it is
it's not pleasant.
not a
It's
inviting
so
environment.
anxiety inducing
Yeah.
because you're like, what is everybody gonna say?
But we could just take Paul with us, and then I'm sure it
Paul
would be
will protect
better.
us.
I will be the
Paul is-
security guard, yes. I am for hire.
I do love the name though, the sports bra. That's
know,
very
it's cute.
witty.
Okay, well, speaking of young men,
Thank you, Ruth.
Young men's messy rooms are all over people's TikTok feeds, and that's thanks to a social media star's new series looking to lend them a hand.
And all of his clothes are just on the floor.
Is this all dirty or is this stuff clean?
I kind of have, I have a feeling of which is which.
That's good.
Comedian Rachel Coster created the viral TikTok show Boy Room, and so far she's featured the homes of 7 New York City men putting their dirty sheets and trash-covered floors on blast. She says her goal is to see how she can help them. Is that really the goal, or is she just making fun of them?
She's just outing them.
She came up with the idea after one of her guy friends confessed he couldn't keep a date because of his messy bedroom. It is kind of, I get amazed by this too. Like, you really don't care, like, to living like this, just picking up stuff out of the
I don't
pile?
know. I've known plenty of women
You
who
have
live
a
like
feeling.
that
I know,
too.
people
You have
in
a feeling.
general.
Maybe
People in
that's
general.
clean, maybe that's dirty.
I will say
I know which one it is.
my son's room is far cleaner and more organized than my girls.
Oh,
So-
interesting.
Yeah,
How are your
I'm
boys?
saying
Are they
in
all
general,
different?
messy rooms.
Not that.
No.
That's horrible. Not bad. Yeah.
Because I feel like everybody's a little different in their organizational style too.
Right.
So
think
to
it's
have
Now,
also
if any of us lived alone, then maybe a different story. Yeah, I think these guys are all, mom's help has left the building.
Yes.
So
I think
this
it
is the
depends on
result.
how you're raised too, and it's not just having a clean mom, because if she does everything for you,
Yeah,
then
then
you're
you
out
don't
on your
learn
own.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to involve my son Griffin, and he's really good now. He makes his bed, he keeps things organized. I like to think that I played a role in that, but maybe it's just lack of
I
a
think it's
job.
also personality too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Personality traits.
I play videos for my stepson showing him how successful you can be if you make your bed in
Oh,
See?
every day. Like I because I don't discipline, that's not my job, but I'm like, here, look at how successful you could be if you just make your bed every day.
I'm even
and
teaching
then I'm
my
happy
son
when
how
it's
to do the gap fold, like the
oh yeah.
nice little.
Well, you
Oh,
worked
that
there,
poor
didn't you?
kid.
Back in
I
the
did
day?
work there. I know. Hey, you know what? His wife is gonna thank me one day.
And that's today's coffee break.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.